Hey guys, what's up? What's up? It's your boy Tinimi Agbedu, the head coach at the university. Today I'll be bringing to you guys my weekly market perception, what I'm looking at in the market this week. So before we dive straight into today's topic, I want you guys to take your time to like the video, subscribe, and share if you can, so we can get more people learning about the forex market and we.
All right, so today we'll look at gold. Let's see what happened with gold last week. So as usual, like I said in the last video, you always want to come to get the direction the market is flowing into. Do you get? You always want to get like where is the market going? Where is the market facing? And then when you trade in that direction, you find that it's a lot easier than trying to trade in the opposite direction. Now, I hope you can see this upward movement, and we can definitely see that there's a particular downward trend that is forming somewhere here. Then this is the second touch of a trend line. As usual, if when drawing the trend line, you should know that two touches makes a trend line, while the third touch actually confirms that trend line. So this can actually be a trend line. I mean, this is a particular downward trend that I'm looking at, and we can tell that yeah, price broke outside this downward trend line. Price broke outside this downward trend line. Price is in line with this trend. That just gives me confirmation that okay, what I'm looking for are good buys for now. You get? Then once I do this, I scale to the lower time frame, which is my daily time frame. The daily time frame is where you want to come and draw your key levels. Like I say, key levels are, you can either call them supply and demand, support and resistance zones, and the likes. I just call them key levels because I mean that's the way I learned. That's the way I learned. Obviously, that's the way I learned. So yeah, this is just me plotting my key levels as usual. Just give me a sec. Let me plot this. Give me a sec. Yeah, I teach all of this in my mentorship program. I have a one-on-one mentorship program that I am currently running. I think you are aware of that. So now we can see, what can we tell from this chart? We can tell that gold broke this resistance here, right? Gold broke this resistance here to the upside, broke this downward trend line, and is in line with this our weekly upward trend line. Now this is like a third confirmation that okay, I am looking for gold buys. But now you already have in your mind that you are looking for gold buys. The thing that now the thing you should be looking out for next is the execution, right? Now, if I just decide that, okay, let me take gold buys from this particular spot, it makes absolutely no sense because, like, why would I buy from here? I mean, why would I just place a buy from here? It makes no sense, right? Although I have like factors telling me that gold is buying, but it doesn't mean that I'm actually entering a buy trade. Like at the moment, it just means that I am looking at a buy setup. Do you get? Now, gold is let me scale to the 4-hour time frame, to the lower time frame, right? Now, I'll call this particular region like a region of multiple confluences, right? This particular zone is a region of multiple confluences because, as you can see, this is a resistance level that price broke. this is our trend line from the weekly time frame, and this is also a downward trend that price actually broke out of. Here you can see. So now standard what do I mean by standard? Sorry, give me a minute. I just forgot what I was about to say. So now, what can we see from what's happening here? We can tell that there is a particular support level holding price here, right? There's a particular support level holding price here. Now, what I'm looking out for is if price breaks this support level to this particular zone of multiple confluences, then I can now like execute a buy trade, right? Just somewhere under the zone, somewhere like that. I can now like execute a buy trade, right? But the thing is, one thing I've learned from reading trading books and over the years is that anything can happen in the market. So you should be prepared for like different scenarios. Price could decide to just start pushing back up and trending upwards, like bounce from here and then just start trending upwards. Now, I already like have like a setup I'm looking out for somewhere above here. If price does that to buy, and if price decides to break through this particular zone of multiple confluence, I should be looking to start selling. Do you get? Because if price breaks this zone, right, it just means that our weekly trend line has been broken. Then what am I looking out for? I'll be looking at sales to either this level, right? Or yeah, to this level first, then this level second. Do you get? So that's that on gold. That's what I'm looking at on gold. And if yeah, that's what I'm looking at on gold presently. So let's see what this week unfolds for us on gold. Now let's look at Euro USD. Euro USD is like my bread and butter. Yeah, I love Euro USD so much. I love that pair. It's slow, but I love the way it moves. I love the way it moves. It's also very like easy to trade. So as usual, you come to draw your trend line, right? Now we have a trend line here. What this tells me is okay, we have a trend line, a break of trend line, like a drop to the 100 level retracement. Yes, here. So I'm actually expecting Euro USD to drop up to this level. But then bear in mind that as price is dropping, there are key areas here too. So we could see like potential reversals at this particular region, at this particular price region. Exactly, price region. So let me just draw my key levels here. Let me just draw my key levels so you see what I'm saying. Let me just draw my key levels. Also, if you notice my Euro USD chart, right, you see this big bearish pattern forming on the higher time frame, right? Do you see this big bearish pattern forming on the higher time frame? This just like gives me like more confluence that more confluence for my buyers, basically. So I'm looking at sales for EU as usual. But right here, let me just plot my key levels to get that done. Yep, key levels. Key areas in the markets. Yeah. Some ask me like, why do I always make my charts so tiny when I'm drawing the levels? I mean, I just see them better when they are like tiny and grouped together. It's fun for me. So yeah, now we can see that EURUSD broke this level, reversed to this zone, and is dropping heavily. Like it's dropping heavily. I'm looking at taking sales on the higher time frame, like in the 4 hours. I'm looking at maybe somewhere around here, just take sales to and bag about like 90 pips on EU. But as usual, if price breaks this level on EU, then the break retest, then we see a drop to 1.0700. But bear in mind, while you are doing your analysis, always look left, because you can see different things happening here. You can see there is this level here to take note of. There is also this level here to take note of. There is also this level here to take note of. So when you are taking note of these levels, these are like areas that price could actually potentially move to or reverse off. Do you get? So that's why you should actually take note of those levels. Yeah, so that's that on EURUSD. And I said I was going to do one final analysis on oil, because I dropped the video on oil on my YouTube channel a couple of weeks back, and as we can see, we projected that oil was going to get to $85 per barrel. Well, it didn't get exactly 85.61, but oil peaked at exactly, let's see, it's 5.39. Then you can see this dip. Now, what I'm looking at on this particular dip, I'm seeing this as like a retracement of this move, a retracement to the downside, a retest, something like a retest of this key level here, and then we can see potential buys to the upside. So I'm still very much bullish on oil, and I think that's that for tonight.
What's up, guys? Thanks for staying to the very end of that video. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Just take a moment of your time to pause the video, click the like button, click the subscribe button, so we can get more people to watch the video. And we have like we can see that we are growing, and we have more people learning things about the forex market. And thanks a lot for joining the live session. It's your boy Timimi Agbedi, your favorite investor in the forex market, your favorite swing trader. As